Okay, this is Jenedy Paige.
Hello.
Can you tell me what inspires your artwork?
Sorry.
You're fine.
Jesus. I guess I get most of my ideas for my paintings from journal writing.
Really?
So I've kept a journal since I was 10 years old.
That's impressive.
It all came because my mom told me I could have like a personal relationship with God if I every day wrote in a journal, read scripture, and prayed. And so I took her seriously, and she was right. And
That's awesome.
just like through the course of just writing down things that you learn or experiences that you're having or questions that you have or prayers, that's what inspires the paintings that I do.
That's amazing. I love that. What is your favorite painting that you've ever done?
I would say like the next one. I think there's a couple though that like maybe three that are really pivotal. The first one is a painting I did of baby Jesus called Little Lamb.
Oh.
It was like the first painting I ever did and reproduced.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was kind of what really got my art out there was that painting. And then I did a painting called Coming Full Circle.
Mm-hmm.
That was really pivotal because it was kind of like the capstone project of an apprenticeship I had with an artist named William Whitaker that literally changed my life and my whole painting style. And then the third one would probably be Every Sparrow. Just because it was a painting I wanted to do for like over a decade. And then when I actually got to paint it, it just felt like, you finally got to say what you wanted to say for so long. Yeah.
Right. No, that's so cool. I love that. What advice would you give to other aspiring artists out there?
Honestly, I tell everybody to write.
That's
whether
brilliant.
you're an artist or not, just because I feel like for me, like I lost a son and
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like writing was so helpful in overcoming, like walking through grief and all the emotions associated with it. But then it just helps you deal with life. Like whatever problem you're struggling with, if you write about it, it allows you to take kind of like a broader perspective on things. And so it's good in general, but I think especially for artists, like, and especially if you want to do work that is conceptual, like you're trying to say something, like you're not just trying to paint something pretty. Writing allows you to really process what it is that you care about, what it is that you want to say. And then when I write, I also think about symbolism. I think about what symbols could I use to say what I want to say.
You're right.
Yeah, and that process of thinking symbolically and then applying it to a concept is just like so pivotal for an artist.
That is so beautiful. I love that.
Thanks.
What are some other things that you would recommend besides journal writing? I think you're absolutely right with doing the journal writing, because I'm a writer and I feel like you get your ideas. It's like, as an artist, you map out what you want to draw first and then you paint or whatever, or with charcoal and stuff like that. But what has inspired you besides journal writing to be an artist?
I think setting aside time each day for your craft. I think a lot of artists out there aren't able to do it professionally. I know, like when I first started painting, I was having babies, and I had to find a way to like be a mom to toddlers during the day, but also make time for my art. And so for me, that looked like going to bed early and then waking up really early. I built most of my career between the hours of 4 a.m. and 8 a.m.
Oh, wow.
And so just, like setting a time frame that you're going to commit to and then sticking with it, and the importance of like a daily consistent practice. Even if it's only 15 minutes, like I'm going to be honest and say that there were some days as a mom, says you're breastfeeding, you're up in the middle of the night. But I would just say, okay, I'm just going to at least commit 15 minutes a day. And if that's all I get, I can just say, well, I'm 15 minutes better today than I was yesterday. And that's something we're celebrating. So
yeah. No, thank you so much for letting me interview you.
Sure.
You've been wonderful.
Thanks.
Thanks.